the perfect place. Keto with Sammy. Keto with Sammy.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a delicious casserole recipe for y'all. We are going to be making a buffalo chicken cauliflower mac and cheese. It is so creamy, so cheesy, full of flavor, and y'all are going to love it. So let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, let's get started on the ingredients for this delicious recipe. For the ingredients, you are going to want 1 head of cauliflower that we are going to chop. Right here, I have 3 chicken breasts. You could use whatever kind of chicken that you like for this recipe. You could use chicken breasts, boneless chicken thighs, or some chicken tenderloins. Use what you like. Then on top, right here, I got this from H-E-B. This is pork panko. They do sell it already crushed up, but you can make your own as well. Just get a bag of pork rinds, crush them up very finely, or put them in a blender. You are going to want some buffalo sauce. Today, I'm using some Frank's Red Hot. For my cheeses, you can incorporate any cheese that you like. I am going to be using a Colby and Monterey Jack mix, and of course, some sharp cheddar cheese. You're going to want some butter, heavy whipping cream, and for our seasonings, we're gonna go in with some garlic powder, some black pepper, some parsley flakes, some salt, and some paprika. To get started, we are going to chop up our cauliflower into bite-sized pieces. We are going to roast it and get it nice and tender to go into our cauliflower mac and cheese. Go ahead and open this up. The way I like to chop my cauliflower, I usually chop off the stems first and just get these out of the way. I have chopped so many cauliflowers these past years that I have been on keto, so I find this the easiest way. Then I like to just chop it in half. Sometimes they'll fall off like this in little bite-sized pieces. I like to chop it off right here on one side and just go all around the big stem. I turn it on the side and your big stem comes out. You're just gonna wanna go ahead and break down the rest and take out any big chunks. You do want them about this size. Okay, I have got my cauliflower all in bite-sized pieces in a bowl because we are going to be tossing this with some olive oil. I'm just gonna slide all my trash right here into my trash can and get this out the way. Cauliflower gets everywhere. Okay, set this aside. Bring back your bowl with your cauliflower. Now what we're gonna do, you're going to want some olive oil or avocado oil, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna season my cauliflower with some black pepper. And we're also gonna go in with some salt to taste. Go ahead and toss the cauliflower into your seasoning and your olive oil so we can get it well coated. Once you have this coated, go ahead and bring over a baking dish or whatever, you get a flat pan that you're gonna put in the oven. You wanna put a piece of parchment paper on top so nothing sticks. We're gonna go ahead and toss this on here. Spread it out evenly, and we are going to pop this in the oven. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Today, I'm just going to be using my Instant Omni Plus oven. You could totally use a regular oven. This is just a couple different things in one. It has an air fryer and oven. You could slow cook, proof, dehydrate, reheat, all kinds of things. If y'all do want to check this out, I will link it in the description below for y'all to click on if you do want to purchase one in the future. But for right now, I am going to take my cauliflower and pop this right in. I am going to click roast since we are roasting our cauliflower to get it nice and tender. I'm going to change the degrees to 400 degrees. And you want to roast this at 400 for 20 minutes. While our cauliflower is getting nice and roasted, we are going to start chopping up our chicken. Whatever chicken that you were using, you just want to make sure you chop it up into bite-sized pieces, and then we're going to move on to the stove and start cooking it down. Just like this. I I have my cast iron pan heating through. I'm going to go ahead and drop in 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Drop in your chopped up chicken. And we're just going to season it with some basic salt and pepper because we are going to be adding some buffalo sauce to this. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with some salt and some black pepper. You just want to make sure your chicken is all the way cooked through. Should take a few minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and be sipping on my super coffee. These things are really good. This is what gets me through my days when I am doing my videos and I get up early with the kids. They need to sponsor me already. These things are delicious. They do come in different flavors. They do have MCT oil on them, so they give you great energy and great fat when you're on keto. Once your chicken is all the way cooked through, you're going to take a bowl and toss it to the side because we are going to start heating through our buffalo sauce. Now in the same pan that you just took out the chicken, you are going to add in 4 tablespoons of butter and we are going to melt this down. While this is melting down, go ahead and take the buffalo sauce of your choice. I am going to measure out 1 cup. Once your butter is melted down, go ahead and add in your 1 cup of buffalo sauce. If you do need to, go ahead and lower your heat so it doesn't pop everywhere. And all you want to do is simply heat through your buffalo sauce with your butter. Once your sauce is heated through, go ahead and bring back your chicken. We're going to toss it into our buffalo sauce. You could turn off your heat and you just want to stir to coat the chicken. Once you have your chicken coated, you want to set this aside and let's get started on that cheese sauce. I am just simply starting to shred my sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to shred about 1 cup, which Mr. Cameraman should be doing over here, my husband.
I'm the cameraman.
Got to put in that arm work.
Cameraman. Get it, camera.
Alright guys, we got our mountain of cheese right here. Now let's go ahead and move on to the stove. Take a pot and we are going to melt down 4 tablespoons of butter. Let it melt down completely.
Waiting for butter to melt. Lord, waiting for butter to melt.
Once your butter is melted, measure out 1 cup of some heavy whipping cream and add it to your butter. Mix it into your melted butter. And we are going to thicken this sauce. It's going to take a few minutes. We are going to season it. You just want to season it with our seasonings that we had earlier with some salt, some pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of paprika. Go ahead and give the ingredients a good stir, and you are going to let this simmer here for about 5 minutes to thicken your heavy cream. After your heavy cream has thickened some, you want to turn off the heat. We are going to mix in our sharp cheddar cheese. You just want to mix in about a handful, about 1 cup, because we're going to let the remaining on top of our casserole. Mix in the sharp cheddar. You also want to take in the Colby and Monterey Jack. And just let this melt down. After this melts down, look at this cheesy sauce. Oh.
I kicked the lights. I'm sorry.
After you melt down your cheese into your heavy whipping cream, it should look something like this. Nice, thick, and cheesy. Oh my God, I just want to eat this like this. And this makes for a really good sauce on some broccoli as well. So you can definitely have this with some vegetables. But we're going to set this aside and let's gather all our ingredients to put into our casserole dish. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. All right, let's start assembling our keto cauliflower buffalo mac and cheese. So we have our roasted cauliflower right here that we roasted in our oven earlier. We're just gonna go ahead and take this. It is nice and tender, and toss it into my baking dish. Just give it a little spread out. Then on top of this, you are going to want to take your buffalo chicken and toss it right on top. I would just pour it in here, but I am very weak right now and I cannot carry this big cast iron pan. But you do want to pour it in here with all your buffalo sauce. I got it. Ooh, look at all that buffalo sauce. Just gonna evenly spread this out with my cauliflower. Now, on top of this, we are going to take the cheese sauce. You wanna pour it right on top. Oh my gosh. This is like keto heaven. Okay. Now give everything a good mix because you want to get all that buffalo sauce in there and the cheese. And once you have it mixed really good, go ahead and evenly spread it out. We are going to start topping it with some more cheese. You want to take the sharp cheddar cheese and sprinkle it right on top. Then we're going to take the remaining Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. Now there's one more step to do. We're going to put this aside. Right here in my bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Into our butter, we are going to be mixing our pork panko, and this is going to give it a nice crispy texture on top. We're not going to be using the whole bag. We are just going to measure out half a cup. Just like this, add it to your butter. Then you want to add in just some parsley flakes for some color. Give it a good mix into your butter, and that butter is going to get the pork panko nice and crunchy because you don't want it just dry on top. Now you want to scoop it onto your cauliflower, just like this in little sections. We're going to spread it out. Give it a nice spread into the cheese. All right, now all there's left to do is pop this in the oven. Now that your oven is preheated to 400 degrees, we're gonna pop it right in there on the top rack. You wanna bake this for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. You just want everything nice and bubbly and melted. All right, guys, after 15 to 20 minutes, everything should be nice and melted and bubbly, and it should look something like this. We're just gonna let it cool down before we dig right in. Alright guys, let's dig right into this chicken buffalo cauliflower mac and cheese. It looks and smells absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to dig right in. Look at all that cheese. Woo! I love it. We are going to give it a little taste test. Got the chicken, the cheese, the buffalo sauce. So good. You guys, the mix of the buffalo sauce with the cheese and the cauliflower, you can't even tell it's cauliflower, with the little crunchy pork grinds on top. Y'all are going to love this. It is going to be a big kick in y'all family. So if y'all do give it a try, come back to this video, comment down below how y'all enjoyed this recipe. Question of the day, back on one of my lives, I had someone comment saying that they love the way I say casserole and I should make some merch. So if you would love to see some merch on that, comment down below. Alright guys, that was today's recipe and our keto buffalo chicken cauliflower mac and cheese. I hope y'all give this recipe a try. Let me know how y'all enjoyed it. Please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome keto recipes and tips. And I will see y'all in my next video.